Hey guys, welcome back. So, guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make stash. So, I'm a typical Delta girl, okay, and one of our signature food in Delta State is stash, banga soup, or unsala soup. So, sit back and watch how to make starch. So the first step is to bring out the quantity of starch that you want to make. Put it in the bowl that you want to use and dissolve with water. You want to make sure that the starch is well dissolved, all the lump is dissolved. And when you are doing this process, you have to be careful with the amount of water you add to the starch. You don't want to overpower it with water, it will become so soft and you will not enjoy it. And equally, you don't also want to make it too hard. So there must be a balance here. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just dissolving all the lumps, as you can see. Once they are properly and well dissolved, I'm going to add water bit by bit, and I will use my hand like as I'm doing so to check the thickness. So you will do it like that. As you can see, it's a bit thick. I will just add a pinch of water and that's it. So as you can see, the starch is not too thick, it's not too light. At the end of the day, it's going to come out well, so fluffy, so nice to cut. You should be able to cut the starch without it sticking to your hand. So I have transferred the starch to the pot, to the gas, and I went on to add just a pinch of oil, like a tablespoon of oil. This is just to give the starch a color. I remember growing up, there are some times we don't even have oil to add to our starch. Guys, we make the starch just white like that. Some people say it's even healthier because oil, some people run away from cholesterol. But anyway, this is just a pinch just to give it a lovely yellowish color. And once you added that, you start turning it just as I'm doing. So if you're making starch, guys, you have to be extremely patient. You have to be extremely patient, and you will keep on turning the starch consistently, like consistently non-stop. Otherwise, if you don't do that, the starch is going to form seed, and the last thing you want to see in your starch is the starch forming kind of white lump seed. So when it gets to this stage, you want to apply more pressure in turning it and putting the starch all together to form this beautiful dough. As you can see me doing, I'm adding pressure, bringing all the starch together, pressing it, turning it with a little bit pressure, and look at how it has come out to form our beautiful dough of swallowed starch. This came out so well, but you will keep on stirring and turning like this until the starch is fully cooked. When the starch is fully cooked, you can notice it by using your hand to touch it, or you can see at the bottom of the pan that the starch is no longer sticky to it. This is just a good indication that our starch is ready. Guys, at this point, the starch is so ready. I'm just doing the last turning. And with starch, there are so many things you can pair starch with. You can pair it with banga soup, like I mentioned earlier, or ofe nsala. This is me removing the starch from the heat. Our starch is ready, and I will just use a little bit of water in my hand to remove it from the spatula, and here we have it. But today, guys, guess what I'm going to be using to eat my starch? I'm using the native pot to heat up my banga soup. Banga soup is absolutely a bomb, pairing it with starch. So if you want to enjoy your banga soup, after preparing your banga soup, burn it in this kind of native pot. We call it ubube in our place, and from my husband's place they call it ewere, and the English name is native pot. So this is me heating up the soup in this little beautiful native pot that I brought from Nigeria. And yes, my soup is ready. I'm going to enjoy. Thank you guys for watching.